The Precision Enhancer Hertz powered plugin is the latest in the Precision Mix series and is the perfect plugin to fatten up bass tracks and to get your music to translate on smaller speaker systems. The Precision Enhancer Hertz lets you add upper harmonics to fundamental bass frequencies, creating what is sometimes referred to as phantom bass. This significantly enhances the perception of low-end energy beyond the conventional frequency response of small speakers. These harmonics basically fool the listener's ear into believing there is more bass than there actually is. Universal Audio's unique approach to this common problem combines a simple control set that yields exacting results with minimal adjustment and allows the widest range of tonality available in its class, from subtle to decidedly audible. You can actually see what is happening on this analyzer. Look at the area from 400 Hz to 630 Hz. You'll notice a jump in the peak and average levels of the frequencies there when I enable the Precision Enhancer Hertz, but the frequency boost will sound like it is in a much lower range. The Precision Enhancer Hertz has 5 basic modes: A, B, C, D, and All. While they are tuned for specific types of bass instruments, they can be used on anything, as long as you think it sounds good. I've got a synth bass line here that I'm going to use to demonstrate the features of the Precision Enhancer, and the best way to go about getting the sound you want. Then I'll use the plugin on various low frequency sources. Now I'm going to go a bit extreme with the settings so you can really hear it working. Starting with the effect control, I'm going to crank it up until I see something happening, and we can see the effect meter is showing that something is happening as well. You might need to adjust the output control to account for the extra gain. Then moving on to the frequency control. This controls the frequency range that is fed to the bass processor. I can solo this signal to hear exactly what is triggering the effect and tune out any low mid-range signals I don't want getting processed. Looking at the Cambridge EQ, you can see approximately how this low-pass filter behaves. I'm going to leave it here at about 200 Hz. From there, it's time to try out the different modes. Mode A is typically for acoustic and electric bass instruments. Mode B is more for electric bass and direct recorded bass, with more balanced mid-range harmonics to help the bass stick out of the mix. Mode C is more for synths, and as you can hear, imparts quite a bit of an effect. The harmonics are compressed, increasing their amplitude and altering their timbre. This mode should be used sparingly unless you're after a special effect. Mode D has a short decay and is more suited for kick drum and other percussive sources. Finally, All mode combines a few of the effects for an over-the-top sound. Again, probably should be used sparingly. The solo button lets you hear just the processed signal without any of the dry signal mixed in. This is handy when fine-tuning, and you can adjust the frequency control to hear the effect. The slope control is used for fine-tuning the processed signal. It has 4 settings, and filters out the really low frequencies in the processed signal that can lead to rumbles and other artifacts. Once again, referring to the Cambridge EQ, each setting of the slope has a steeper slope, filtering out more and more low frequencies. The slope affects certain modes more than others, B and C in particular. It's also possible to use both solos at once, which provides a deep bass effect, while filtering out any frequencies above the cutoff frequency. For this synth bass, I like to set it up like this for a lot of effect, with the effect control at 80%, mode A, slope at 6, and frequency close to 230 Hz. I use the Precision Enhancer Hertz on a few other tracks as well. On this kick drum aux, I set it up with the effect at 70%, the mode on D, which is for kick drums, and a gentle slope at 6, and a frequency of 168 Hz. On this Moog bass synth, and this time use the all mode, I set the effect at 74% and a bit tighter slope at 12, and the frequency set fairly high at 242 Hz. Now let's hear the track without any bass enhancement. As part of Universal Audio's award-winning UAD-powered plugin family, the Precision Enhancer Hertz runs on the Mac and Windows-compatible UAD-2 DSP accelerator platform, available from Universal Audio dealers worldwide. This VST, audio units, and RTAS-compatible plugin runs in a fully functioning demo mode on the UAD hardware for 14 days, during which it can be purchased directly from the UA Online store. Whether you need subtle bass enhancement or earth-shaking low-frequency effects, you need the Precision Enhancer Hertz powered plugin, only for the UAD-2, only from Universal Audio.